we're talking about that, because that aspect of consuming carbohydrates pre-training, the 90 minutes, 2 hours prior, I understand now the nervous system benefits. I mean, I have also heard others suggest that, the carbohydrates elicit an impact on serotonin, which obviously is not a hormone that you necessarily want elevated when you're about to go training. And I have actually personally, as much as when I start training, it seems to be good, but if I consume certainly a high GI carbohydrate, sort of 30 minutes prior, I will, be nodding off, and then I'll get to the gym and micro sleeps here and there. But then I get in the gym, and then it's all guns blazing. But what about the serotonin carbohydrate thing? Is that like some individuals will respond better carbs pre-training? Others might want to, like you said, in the 24-hour period, just make sure that the carbohydrates are loaded into the muscle tissue.
Okay, so it's a few answers to that question. But what first comes to mind is I think that's normally in people's head. Someone told them that carbs pre-workout makes them tired, so then they kind of get tired when they go to the gym, because the research says otherwise. There is a ton of research on pre-workout carbohydrates, and carbohydrates benefit towards performance. Okay. That's out there. It's available. You can check it out. That's there for the seeing. And for the serotonin thing, that's a kind of whole nother ball game in and of itself. So at this point in time, there's a large body of evidence demonstrating that nutrition can and will affect your neurotransmitters within the body. Neurotransmitters, they're primarily synthesized from amino acids, and even dating back in the 70s and 80s, it was shown in rodents, mind you, that increasing tryptophan concentrations elevate serotonin. So we're having carbohydrates, we can elevate serotonin. Whereas increasing tyrosine can elevate your dopamine and catecholamines.
Yep.
Another example, kind of stepping outside of the amino acid spectrum, is that when the lecithin and choline, which are found in fat, they elevate acetylcholine.
Yep.
But that research is being provided to hypothesize for a lot of things towards sport performance, pre-workout carbs, and not having carbs for breakfast being two of them.
Yeah.
But what they don't look at is that the same researchers who did that same research found that adding protein to a high carbohydrate meal suppressed elevations in serotonin due to BCAA content competing and winning the war of absorption over tryptophan. So remember in the protein episode when we talked about agitation and BCAAs winning the absorption war over tryptophan and creating anxiety? It's the exact same thing right here. You're not going to be going in these unrealistic serotonin levels, especially since you're having a protein source with your meal.